Is he still not able to get in the party? Because that issue, he is okay. Because I don't see anybody new in the party, but is in the lobby. Okay. So not Olive K. Can you speak so I know your voice? I'll get used to it. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello. How do you pronounce your name? Not.
It's not Klivik.
Not Klivik. Okay. Not Klivik. Okay. Okay.
Sorry
We're
if I
gonna
was
do
blowing y'all up on the
qualifying.
messages.
6 laps. It's not gonna be a heat race. It will be time. So you can pit, but bear in mind that you probably lose 2 laps when you pit. So if you pit like with 2 laps to go, you probably won't get another lap in if you make changes in the pits, kind of thing. I tend to not, I qualify wherever I qualify, so it's not mandatory, but this is what a lot of the leagues do. They do this kind of qualifying. Then how we line up with time is how we'll start the race. So we all stay in the lobby, nobody leaves, because then you lose your spot and you have to start in the back. And then I just change the settings on the race, and then we just go right into the race. So I'm gonna unpause the timer, and we will qualify. Yep. Okay. And the reason why it's ×1 is there's a little more grip in ×1, but when you run so few laps, you only get ×1, where for the race will be ×2. Yeah, it's our 3rd race, Jacob.
Years.
Yeah, I mean, but Biscuit, me, I've had to work some days.
Right.
So,
That's right. Well, you're with us now, man.
yeah, because I made a bullshit excuse. Because I'm going to race Bristol and I ended up getting pissed.
I hear you. Well, sorry about that, but you're at Phoenix. You're at Phoenix now.
I'm pretty
Even
good,
worse.
I'm pretty good on presets.
The only track I even like in this game, the only 2 tracks, is the Roval and Kansas.
I hate the Roval. It's the only track I think in the world I hate. It's the Roval.
I freaking love the Roval, man. I love that place.
It's
My
fun
favorite
going
track
to it.
I've ever raced on.
I love going to it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with loving it. It's just,
Well, not so much
like
on
it in
NASCAR
the
Heat, but on more appropriate racing simulators. I like the
Okay.
Roval. I like it on NASCAR Heat, though, still, pretty much.
okay, remember, stay above the yellow line.
I'm going to let off and go to the back, so...
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's qualifying. Remember, there's only 6 laps, so whatever you got to do, it's going to fit into 6 laps. Bear that in mind, because when this qualifying format that we're doing, I got caught short a few times when I wanted to do stuff. Pitting too late and not getting a full lap in, etc.
Screw it, I'm a pit. Go for it.
Remember, like, the first lap is a throwaway anyway, because you're not up to full speed when we hit the green. Dog? Yeah.
Where's Sturdy at?
I don't know. I messaged him and invited him, but he got upset before the Bristol race, which just shows you how polarizing Bristol can be.
Yes.
I will try to talk to him later, though, because... Yep. 91 is pitting.
You're going too fast.
So on qualifying, I take no tires. I'll put some tape up, and I'll try. I put it, well, if I'm running like 230s, I know I can click it up 2. It depends on the track, but you can go anywhere between 2 and 4. But bear in mind, on a preset, more tape on a truck will actually burn your right front off. If you're loose, you can actually balance it if you figure out exactly how much tape, clicks of tape to put on or take off, kind of thing. But I put the tape on for aero down the straightaway. But again, I don't tape a truck up as much at a track like this as I would, say, an Xfinity or Cup car. And we announce before pit road on the straightaway, car number coming in and leaving. So 91 exiting pit road, blending
I ran
up.
an absolute heater of a lap right there.
Cool.
It was hot. I went a little bit wide on turn 2 though, just a little.
Ah, dang it.
See that added wedge actually felt better. Yeah, I just added 2 clicks because I didn't practice enough to figure out how many clicks I can actually put on here.
Yeah, I'm 45 in it.
Okay, remember, nobody dump out.
For my qualifying lap, I'm on 9, and I actually went down by about half a pound on the wedge, and I put some pressure into it, and it was still tight for me.
And that's something you can do. You can go looser on qualifying to get like a faster lap because you don't have to hold on to it, but a lap or 2, and
yeah,
perfectly acceptable.
Damn, I wanted that house still burning.
well, time to see.
Well, know in a minute. Pausing the
Good
timer.
job.
Yeah, nobody move. I'm going to change the track and change the settings.
Man, if I didn't go wide in turn 2, I might have been able to hit it 2. That would have been hot, man. Son of a bitch.
I grazed a wall on my lap.
Okay, well, let me change the settings now.
What would y'all recommend on the setup on this track?
Damn, Phoenix, we ain't far from each other. Me and you ain't far off from each other.
Oh, there it is. Adjust settings. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, y'all can have a good race for last. Keep them fans awake, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, damage off, stages enabled, and we will have relaxed yellow, which means there's pit road speed. So there we go, 75 laps. Okay, so why is Gunner not in the party? Go ahead. Go ahead. We're not heartless. Well, he's been messaging if you've been following, so. Okay, so we're gonna have 9 guys in the race. That's pretty good.
Let me go drink.
Yep, this is your last break, so. This is nice. Glad. Okay. Do we know an Aiden Smoky Potter 68 on YouTube? I don't know, he just told me he hit the wall in real, somewhere and hurt his leg or something. I have no idea who he is, but okay.
So, Phoenix, have you played any other racing games or simulators besides NASCAR Heat 4?
Racing and Mario Andretti's Racing Challenge, Bill Elliott's Racing Challenge, NASCAR Racing Challenge, Indy 500, NASCAR Racing 2, NASCAR Racing 99, NASCAR Racing 3, NASCAR Racing 4, NASCAR 2013, 14, 15, Heat 3, and Heat 4.
Man of classics, I see. Man of culture.
I'm old, that's all.
Yeah. Man of culture. The only games that I play besides NASCAR Heat Racing wise is I do GTA 5 oval races, I play Project Cars 2, and iRacing.
I played Grid a little bit, but it's just annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not a sprint guy. I'm a longer race guy, so that's why I like the stock cars.
Me too. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I've made a lot of them. I can't really do any now, though, because Rockstar kind of fucked up the creators, so I haven't been able to do any for like a few months. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there was this one guy who has the most popular track on GTA. It's the NASCAR Talladega track. I don't know if any of you guys have done that, but he invited me to race in his league, and after one race, I already left because they were all fucking retarded man-child assholes. So I left that, and then I made another track, and he had the fucking audacity to message me on the social club, the Rockstar Social Club, which is like where you get the tracks from, and he commented on one of my tracks and was talking about how inaccurate the track that I built was, and like fucking boasting about how good his tracks were compared to mine.
Okay, I'm done.
And then you
Okay, I sent you a lobby invite.
Terrible. But yeah. So, not a very nice guy. But I challenged him to do a track build off where we both build the same track and see who does it better, and he backed out of it, so.
Well, I know I'm not a nice guy, so I'm going to apologize for everybody except Phoenix and Iceman.
Except Phoenix. Yep.
I know how I am.
That's okay, Biscuit.
If I say something, don't take it to heart.
Who is it?
That's
I
Biscuit.
don't mean it.
Yep. Now, before we start, did everybody who's in here, it should be 9 guys once Gunner gets in here, just put in the chat what truck you're racing today. If you did it already, fine. If you didn't do it, just put it in there so make sure you get the points and the credit you deserve once we get the points done. Yep. If you did it earlier, fine, but we got some people come in since then. Just want to make sure I have 9 numbers in the chat. Otherwise, that person won't get a credit, and we want to make sure. Even if you're only racing one race with us, just want to make sure we got you. Okay? Yep. So we're ready to go. Is that everybody now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm unpausing the timer. And we have one country guy, thank you. 20 seconds. And good luck all.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck, everybody.
I'm sorry for holding y'all guys back. It's just like I've been everywhere.
Yep. And if somebody else can back me up with taking pictures of the stages on the end of the race, in case I need it.
Where's David at?
David had some issues that he had to deal with today, so he'll be back next week. I posted it on Facebook. I'll get him to post it in the chat here. He's got the app.
So is this winning you're in on the playoffs or no?
Yeah. Yeah, we actually haven't formally finalized it, but I would say a win will probably get you in there. But
Alright.
I think we're going to do a lot of guys, and there's not a lot of guys showing. So far, everybody who basically gets up in the top 10 in points is probably going to be in it anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's one less thing to worry about. You know, try to concentrate on racing, putting the laps down, being clean, learning strategy, all little things, nuances, stuff, make you a better racer, faster, better, faster, stronger. Nobody remembers the $6 million man, but yeah, it's the goal.
I only remember that from my dad, so...
Okay, remember, call out your pit stops before, on and off pit road, stay on the apron till you come around.
Stay on the apron!
Yep. Till you get to the front stretch, and that was a good start. Nobody went below the yellow line on the start. That's excellent. Oop.
Well, I did,
I'm sliding up.
I
That
did.
was me. It did not act like I thought it was, so... yeah, it changes. Sometimes every pit stop it changes, but it definitely changes. Maybe not for everybody, but it changes between stages. And it's a random thing. I might get tight, somebody else might be loose, somebody else might do nothing. Welcome to Heat 4. Oh, look! I get to hit you, Jacob. I'm not gonna do that, though.
Oh, but I will, Jacob.
Yeah. It's a little tight in. Yeah, it's gonna get looser. I wonder how much. Or maybe it'll get tighter. Who knows? This is the fun that we all signed up for.
Yes, indeed.
Well, this weekend I went to...
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. That's awesome. Yeah, I always like to push it in the first stage and see what it's doing and what it's not doing. And then when I get to the first pit stop, which will be at the stage break unless we have a caution, and then adjust, and hopefully I get my adjustments right, so when I start the third stage, I got the best truck I'm gonna have to race it out. That's the goal. Doesn't always work that way, but that's the goal.
Well, I've been to Talladega.
What was that?
Only reason why I was late and stuff because I've been to Talladega this weekend camping.
Gunner,
Oh, nice.
we love you, but we don't care. You're here. You made it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy you're here. But it's cool. Don't worry about it. This is not school. You don't have to get a parent's note or something.
Good.
Or is you not here on time, Gunner? Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Just let us know. Put it in the chat. Kind of thing. This is not school. Although you might be learning shit, but it's not like I'm not running a strict rules. If you don't show up 3 times, you can never race here again, kind of shit.
Which is
That's
good, because I don't like that kind of shit.
because the
At least
best
in NASCAR Heat.
best way you're gonna figure things out is if you want to,
Yes.
and you either show up because you want to, or you don't show up. It's up to you. We'd like to
Hey,
have
be a
you.
good teacher.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
try. I try not to teach. Try to, kind of guide you, and then you figure it out. Because I don't drive like you do, and you don't drive like I do, and you kind of
Yeah.
got to get to the point where you can oh, well, Phoenix runs like this, and he runs an 8, but you know what? I run like this, and I run a 9 or a 7. That's that's cool. And if you can run just as fast as the rest of us, then you got it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotcha.
And today, don't go by me, go by go by is that Drake up front and Biscuit. Because I know Biscuit's good on presets. And Drake is out in front of him by about a second, it looks like. Yep, no, I forgot to change party settings, but... Hello?
Oh, I'm friends with Iceman.
Ah, I see. Well, we're in the middle of a league race, so...
Oh. Y'all got any rooms open in that league? Because my other league just shut down.
Jacob, you can add him to the chat afterwards. We're in the middle of the race right now, but you're sure happy to join us next week at 5:30. No, don't do it today. He's not in the race today. But yeah, we'll put him in the chat and we'll get in touch with him. You know, I'll talk to you later. I'm Phoenix.
Alright then.
Yeah. If you came in like 10 minutes ago, you'd be in here with us. But
yeah,
we just started.
Alright then. Alright, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Alright, peace.
We'll talk to you later, man. And thank you for, you know, we're glad to have you.
Alright, halfway to the back.
Good cool.
See, it don't matter who you are coming in, as long as, you know, you race respectfully, follow the rules, and hopefully learn something, but that's not required. I can't make any of you learn anything, but hopefully, like I said, you want to. You know, you can invite your friends or whatnot.
Yeah, I got one guy who might be interested in racing here.
Yeah.
Keep digging.
And I know he's a good clean racer, so.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to registration and numbers and stuff, I'll be doing the points, but David has all that stuff, so you just got to make sure David knows, and so he can contact them after and get all that straightened out, you know, what they're running and all that kind of stuff. Vega Twister, yes. Yep.
Me? I don't really have like any braking points necessarily. All I can say is when I go into the corner, I brush the brakes to kind of get the front end to set going down into the corner, and but don't push it too much or else it'll sort of like get tight and understeer and push up the track. So just kind of brush it just to get a little loose on entry, and then pick up the throttle about as soon as you can and drive up to the wall on exit. Yeah. I feel kind of bad for Biscuit. I feel like I'm the Jackson
There's a
Storm
wreck
his
coming at the
McQueen.
start finish line. There's a car still around.
Yeah, wreck off 4.
Jacob, it's not even custom, and you're spinning out. How many laps we get down? How many laps? 15. Oh, you made it 50% longer. Congratulations. I love you, Jacob. We really got to work on that.
He didn't bring out a caution. He didn't hurt anybody. At least he didn't
I
hurt
understand,
me, so
but he
I'm
hurt
glad.
himself.
Yeah.
And so, ouch.
Wow.
Yeah. See.
Well, this got all jank all of a sudden.
Yeah. These are relaxed cautions, so a lot of times they're.
Tight fucking loose.
Yes,
Not
I know.
gonna bring your caution out.
I'm actually okay this time, but I'm fixing to get
I'm
loose.
okay, but I think I
My
got loose
truck's
enough
too
to
tight.
I hear you. Well,
No, I'm just like it's planted.
I only got one lap, but with my adjustments, 2 clicks of tape and a 50.3 wedge, but it felt much better in turn 1. The first
You're all
lap.
right. You're alright.
Who was that? Who took out Drake?
5 to go, you got this.
You're alright.
I'm just trying different lines.
Yep. Another tip, don't listen to your spotter, because I don't know how many times today at Bristol that I was clear, but I wasn't clear. I think they call it the D-pad, you know, left, right, back, because that mirror is like your passenger side mirror on your car. Objects are much closer than they appear. So you can't really tell if somebody's coming up on you fast, like if you haven't pitted yet and they're on fresh tires. So you can avoid some wrecks just by flashing it backwards when you get a moment on the straightaway.
Well, he's on a wheel though, that's the thing, so it's D-pad for us.
Yeah. Well, I got a D-pad on my wheel, right? That's
Yes,
the
sir. What
that's
wheel you
the
got?
G29. So it's got
I'm
like
on
a
T150.
a controller thing in the middle of the steering wheel. Just no joysticks.
Yeah.
Outside, Jay. Yeah. But, you know, I'm not a gamer, and I believe that's what they call it when my kids force me to play Xbox with them. You know, it's the left, right, up, and down thing, right? That's the D-pad?
Yes.
Yep.
Stands for direction.
Bless you. Yep, I felt that, man. Okay, I'm 12 laps of gas, and I got 29 and 30% on my right side tires, which is actually pretty good. And it's not as
17 and 19,
loose as it
so.
was in practice. So this is a tight lobby for me, which is actually good because I don't have to make any adjustments, because I can live with this.
I got a good car. It's sticking to the bottom. I got 30-something tire wear, 38 tire wear.
That's good.
Good job, Jake.
Yeah, good drive.
Good run. Yep. Okay, we got 9 guys, and I think I got the pictures, so.
You got it. One minute.
It takes time and laps. I put over 20,000 laps on this game before I even got online. Well, let's see if we can work on that. Okay, so I'm going up to 50% tape and 50.3 wedge, because even though I did good, I'm a little skeptical. So let's see what the next stage brings.
Hey, did you get the picture, Phoenix?
I did, actually.
I just want to make sure. That's all.
But somebody can back me up just in case, because, you know, I took a picture the other day for another league just to back the guy up, and it ended up being like in between loading kind of thing, so I got nothing.
Oh, wow.
Happens.
That sucks.
But I also have my stream. I just have to go hunt it down. Okay, restart. Stay above the yellow line until we hit turn 1.
Are you ready now? Stay on the bottom here.
I will not slide up, because I will let off early, so I make the turn.
Got one outside now.
Oh, it was just you, Jacob. I could have hit you. That was a little wobble. Okay, hopefully it will be the more than 15 laps than I spin out change.
Yes.
Yes. Just so you know, the sarcasm is free. And I know Jacob pretty well. So
Yeah,
he
I'd say
knows.
so.
That's good.
Oop. Got tight there off. Outside. And you got it. I can't see you, but you got it.
Got one down low now. Low's clear.
And another thing, I'm not racing to beat you guys. I wanted to beat you last week just to show you that I can race, that I'm not like, you know, old crusty and dried up old guy kind of thing. But Biscuit pulled it out. Didn't you beat me, or was it Sergeant beat me last week? That's right. Yeah,
Sergeant.
Because I ran out of gas on the last lap, right? Yeah, well.
Yeah.
that's me. Biscuit has seen me run out of gas on the last lap quite a few times. It's kind of a thing with me and gas saving in this game.
Yeah,
I
wasn't it?
Lost it's autoplay.
Yep, that's right. I also had a situation which I had twice this week, and somebody else had also, where we were at Kansas. I'll just illustrate this because it's fresh in my mind. And I'm coming off. It's like I got like 6 laps of gas left, and I was gonna run it out. So I come off turn 2, and all of a sudden I go down to 3 laps of gas from 6. So instead of going to 5, it went to 3, and then I come around again, and I got 4 laps. So you explain stuff like that to me.
Yeah, that's just NASCAR heat for you.
And that's since the update, a couple weeks ago. If you run custom setups, double check all your setups before you race them that you made before the update, because in most we're all finding that it's about a half a second off. Sometimes it's faster, but most of the time it's slower. And they made some kind of change to the lobbies, the tracks and the lobbies, the online lobbies that you have to adjust for to get your speed back. Outside gunner.
I don't like them changing the physics like halfway through the game's life cycle. I think they should change it.
It's not the physics that they're changing. It seems to be the draft and grip levels that are being changed. Mainly the grip levels this time.
Technically the physics, right? I mean,
no, the physics is how the car handles in the grip. The grip is a separate thing. It's like whether you're driving on dirt or asphalt kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the grip is like, I go into Kansas last week, right after the update, and it's like I'm on 50% tires on the first lap. I'm like, oh, well that's different.
Yeah, well, whatever they're changing, I don't like that they're changing it, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't like that they're changing it either, because so many of us that I run with, we put hundreds of hours into these setups as we learn more and how to adjust it to get faster, better tire wear, etc., etc. And then they go and they make a change, and it's like, oh, your setups are out to lunch. So it's like, how many tracks times, say, like 50 to 100 hours each? And they're like, yeah, that's time I'll never get back, because you got to go rework all of them. And that's a big pain in the ass. And it's also interesting because one of the hardest things to get in racing, real racing, simulator racing, anything, is grip. You got a good balance, but the fucking thing just slides up in the turns. It is very hard to just add grip to a setup. You pretty much have to change everything, and probably the way you're running it too.
Yeah, I was about to say the best way to add grip to your car is to change how you're driving it.
Yeah, which means you're probably going to end up... Okay, mistakes are allowed. And so we try to call it out. And if we're talking or something, just yell it. Talk over us. That's okay. Calling out, calling inside, calling, whatever. Yeah. Yep.
Careful, still there.
You a little loose, gunner, or tight in?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay, because I had a slam on the brakes, not punch you there. I didn't expect that. I'm not talking to you. You just hold it straight, Jacob. I hear you, Jacob. Yeah.
Hey, are you loose or tight?
I actually am pretty even. I'm showing a little bit loose, but I'm not acting loose yet. I added 0.3 wedge and some tape. I can add more tape. But I don't know if I will or I won't. Because I'm showing some right front wear, which is, typical. Yeah, black flags are on. With relaxed cautions, black flags
Man,
are on.
Don't quit. Do
Yep.
not quit.
Yep.
Don't quit.
Stay in there. At our Bristol race earlier, I was 3 laps down, but I finished 3rd on the lead lap. So, you never know. Well,
But I mean, you still get
you never know. I'm behind Gunner in 5th at the moment.
learning stuff, man. Don't quit.
Yep. Laps, you can't not do the laps. Because racing laps down, like if you're racing in a league for points or a championship, quitting doesn't help.
Alright, thank you.
Bless you.
Alright, well, second place is coming up on y'all too. So, y'all decide what y'all gonna do. Maybe. I'm going low.
Alright, let's go.
My tires are still on 50%.
I'm 41 and 40% with 15 laps of gas left. Yeah, last lap. Stage resets.
You a few stage points.
I didn't actually touch them because, you know, typically if I get a good balance, you know, I kind of leave them alone on a preset because I tend to do stuff. You know, say I'm happy with the balance on my truck, even though I was running 5th, and I should just be able to make it to the end, which means that I'll probably run out of gas on the last lap, and all you guys will pass me, which is typical for me. So I'll let you know. I'm good like that. Got a lot of experience.
So you can run 50 tape here, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Just making sure I won't blow up.
Man, I'm at 55.
I forgot to add tape, but that's okay. I'm okay. Okay.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green.
Yep.
Be
Remember,
ready
stay
here.
above the yellow. Till 1.
So usually,
I hear you. I think a lot of us like the bottom than the top on a restart in most tracks. A few, it's advantageous to be on the outside, like maybe Kansas or one of the big fast tracks.
Oh,
Inside,
that number 2 lagged a bit.
Yep. See, when I'm going down on the inside like this, I'm looking up to see who's outside of me, and I'm slowing up
inside now.
because I'm entering turn 1 at a bad angle, so I don't slide up in front of anybody who's coming by me. So it feels okay. Maybe get some laps on this. Yeah, I think I'm a little tight this time.
I had a major pedal malfunction, so I have to hold my pedals with my left hand right now just to keep them from not falling down.
Oh, damn. Been there.
Yeah, and I'm still in the lead though. Oh, come on, man.
Gorilla Glue.
Yes, sir. I need to hard mount these suckers because I have them like upright. I don't have them laying flat. I have them upright.
Check outside.
Yes, how you
Kovic.
do it? I'm busy.
Oh my god.
You're in the bag.
Looking inside
I'm still
You
hitting
take
threes
clothes,
though,
right?
but
You're in that. Just take everything.
Well,
Everything's
do your
dirty.
best, man. You're real fast.
I'm
Well,
gonna have to hold this for
there
the whole
might be
rest of the
like a
race, though,
razor
unless there's a good caution that I can
climb in
fix
there.
it on.
We got like 29, 28, 27 laps, so
Ah, this hurts my back, though.
I
Son
hear
of a
you.
bitch.
Been through it. First set of pedals were plastic on the bottom. They were all plastic. I put them down, started my first race in one of those NASCAR racing games. I hit the gas. I think by turn 1, they slid out the back end of the table I was on. I'm like, oh shit.
I said I'd do it after.
So I was up against the wall. What I did is I took a couple of 2x4s and I cut them down and I put them buttered up against them so I could push on them as hard as I want and they wouldn't move.
Can you turn the light off? Can someone come and turn the light off? It's hurting my eyes.
This is almost like real life whenever somebody has like a mechanical failure, except it's a NASCAR heat
Like
for
your
me.
your shifter knob fell off or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Thank God
Good.
I'm good with driving with one hand. I got my force feedback all the way up, but I've been working out so I can handle it.
Gotcha. Well, I don't know what wheel you're using, but I had my force feedback all the way up on my G27, and it started to burn the motor out, so I backed it down
Yeah.
to 70-80%, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
at with the G29, and it seems to like it better.
Yeah, mine definitely gets a little hot after long races, but I usually just sort of let it do that because I can always afford to get a new one, you know? I'd rather get the use out of it because I like a heavy wheel.
Oh, no. If that works for you, you know, what you're racing and your budget, that's fine. But,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes it's not the best for everybody, you know, kind of thing.
No, I gotcha.
Because when
Whatever feels good for
when
you.
you get heat, a lot of heat, that's wear. You know,
Yeah.
the grease in the electric motors is literally evaporating at a faster rate, and eventually it'll just seize and you'll lose it altogether, and you need a new wheel. Or you can just dig
Yeah.
in there and buy the kit to fix it and put new electric motors in, but nobody does that.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's screwdrivers and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not too much,
It's okay. I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just, you know,
That's the,
I have
nothing about that.
you know, people around me that like, which end of the screwdriver do I use? It's like, okay.
Now, see, the thing that I'm thinking about is I don't think I'm
Yep.
not going to have to pit on fuel, but what about tires? That's the thing. You got to try to save tires.
Exactly. I'm sorry, Jay left. But yes, so as we can all should be able to make it on fuel, except for me maybe. But yeah, can we make it on tires? 'Cause I haven't made a fuel run on tires yet, and I'm at 61 and 65. It hasn't turned loose on me, but even with even tire wear last run, I was looking at 11 laps with 29 and 30% on the right sides. And I think I blew a tire at 29 laps. And we have, what, 16, 17 laps, 20 laps to go or something. So,
16 to
yeah, maybe. But you cross the line and your tires are at 3% anywhere, pit. You're not going to make it back around with only 3% tires and times 2 wear. So you get it down to 3%, you're coming in next time.
I'm trying to wear my right front out so that it's more even with my right rear, so my right rear doesn't burn as bad.
Ah,
That's how I'm managing this right now.
got it.
Whilst holding my pedals down.
Got it. If I was wearing my right rear and I was getting too loose, I would be doing the same thing. That's one of those few cases, you know, you do overdrive the corner, you do get on the gas more aggressively, just to wear that front a little bit so it doesn't get so off between the front and the rear that you turn it loose. It might not
Yeah.
fix it, but it'll help it on old tires.
How long was this last stage supposed to be?
30 laps, I believe.
30?
Yep.
Well, I'm just under halfway on the tires and the laps right now.
Well,
So
I got
it's going to be cutting close.
18 laps to go, and I know I could get down to 4 laps to go on tires, and that's 14 laps. I might be able to make it. I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be close for me, boys.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the question. I didn't even think about that. I was just trying to drive.
Yep. And just so you know, if it's a question in anybody's minds, just because you lagged out, backed out, did not finish the race, does not mean that you're not going to get points. You're still going to get points for whatever position that the game puts you in when the race is over. But it's not encouraged to back out, you know. If you have real life situations or stuff, hey, you know, everybody has to deal with that. Go for it. You know, your house is on fire. Your sister is, you know, destroying your, you know, game collection or whatever, you know. Just, you know, real life, well, I'm just saying, real life overrides any game, in my opinion, so.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, you're already going to get a penalty for, like, leaving in the middle by getting less points or whatever, so, you know. This is not school. I don't take attendance.
You know, my high school teacher told me that. She takes attendance every day.
She did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, how bad is it? She goes, Taylor, out of 60 days we've been here, you missed 30 of them.
My first day of high school, my social studies teacher, Mr. Alenko, I'll never forget him. He was an awesome teacher. He came in first day. He says, "I don't give a fuck if you show up or not. You're the ones who aren't going to pass the fucking tests."
Yeah, there you go.
And everybody showed up. He was a good teacher, though.
I know, like 10 years ago, I've been out of high school 10 years now, and this is when I think around this time when I got suspended. They told me I wasn't on the walk, I had to walk the next following year. I was like, okay, and I told him, I said, man, I'll see y'all motherfuckers next year. They're like, what does that mean? I said, I promise you, first day of school, I'll be on. Brand new lockers you get, you don't have to get brand new.
Got one peeking inside.
They looked at me and I was like, I'm dead serious.
Just sliding
Did I
there,
put you in the
Jacob.
wall, Phoenix?
Nope,
Y'all know
nope, sliding. Just sliding on old tires. Talk, up your volume a little, Biscuit. You got a little low from the beginning of the race to me.
Hot flag.
I'm not gonna say. It's a strategy. Can't call my shot.
I'm
Oh,
either
well,
gonna,
yeah, I will when I do it, yeah.
yeah. I'm either gonna blow a tire on the last lap, or I'm gonna make it. We will
Yep,
find
same
out
here, bud.
together.
Same here, bud.
So
What
I'm
percentage everybody tires at?
32 and 32 at the moment.
Hold your line. Got one inside. You're clear all around there. Still there.
I venture to say you're probably gonna have to pit there, Jacob.
You're all clear on the bottom there.
How many laps is left?
Coming around in a sec.
What?
There
Well, it don't
is
matter,
6
you
laps
got
to
record.
go. Oh, Mystic.
26
Go,
spitting.
Phoenix, go. I'm watching. Hey, Mystic.
26 spitting, I'm in.
Mystic is our
78 pitting.
Biscuit, mine, and Jacob's league owner that we raced earlier. He's the one that hit me at the end of the race that ruined all my chances of trying to get higher than a third. But I love you, Mystic.
Go, you got this.
World famous commissioner here.
It's okay. I
That's what
bumped
he
him out of the
wrote.
way. I bumped him out of the way. You remember that one, Phoenix?
Yes, I do. Nah, he runs a really good league. $23
We're
and
back.
22%, and I will proudly hit you again with the sunglasses, smiley face, and the swear sign. I think 4 laps. Yeah, I think I can make it. Oh, my tire light just came on. 21 and 20. That's okay. Gonna be loose. Did you have to pit, Drake?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
go
went on
ahead.
ahead and pitted. I don't think I was going to make it.
Okay, go ahead. You got fresh tires, I got nothing. I'm floating on dirt and grit right now. 3 laps to go. Let's see what we got. How you doing, Biscuit?
I'm gonna try.
I hear you. Well, I'm about a straightaway behind you, so let me know which way you're spinning. If it goes that way.
Got 2 to go, and I'm at 10%.
2 laps left. Stay calm.
I'm letting Drake run out his tires because I figured he had a pit. That's why I backed off so much.
Gotcha.
I tried backing off too, but it was just too late. I didn't think about tires.
No, the only way I'm going to catch you is if you have a problem, Biscuit.
I'm at
And that's kind of the
8% right
unfortunate
now.
thing about NASCAR heat. Your tires are never going to run out before your fuel does, ever, in any situation.
Atlanta truck.
I mean,
you get your tires to last the whole fuel run there.
Well, in real life, you know?
Someone's gone out.
I'm at
No
6%.
caution. Whoop. Almost touched the wall.
Is that you, Phoenix?
Nope. That's Drake with fresh tires, but we're coming to the line now. And I'm behind him, but about 15 car lengths.
Nice job, Drake.
Yep.
Yeah, good drive, everybody.
Nice racing, everybody.
Yeah, I had to pit too. I could have tried to stay out, but I don't think I would have made it.
Gotcha. You can go down to 3%.
I moved on 1% of my right front.
Because you typically use between, depending on how you drive, about 3 to 4% per lap. Sausage biscuit, whoop whoop. Mystic. What? That happens. It was close. It was close. But that was a good race, man. Now, see, so this race, I wasn't the fastest, right? But I still managed a second place finish because I had better tire wear, right? Drake had the fastest truck. He was faster than Biscuit and me, and he should have won the race. But because his tires didn't last, he had to make an extra pit stop, and Biscuit was able to take the win. So you see, just because you're slow doesn't mean you can't finish well. Yep. And you know, some of it can be adjusted by how you drive, what kind of setup you're using. See, we're all on presets, so we narrow the variables. So it's more focusing on how you drive. You know, yeah. Mystic is saying slow and steady wins the race, and more often than not, that's the case. So that was awesome. I will. This is on my YouTube. For Phoenix_6. If you search it on YouTube, you should come to one of my videos and you can get to my channel. I also posted it on the Facebook page for our truck league, FSV eNASCAR Truck Series, so you can watch it back if you're interested, kind of thing. I usually go look back at a race, and see what I was doing there, or what the tire wear was doing, and like, oh damn, I was really tight. No wonder I was hitting a wall every lap, kind of things like that, And I will try to run a practice during the week for the next track, which is, I didn't even look. Oh, here it is. Where are we? Phoenix, Dover. Next track is Dover. I like Dover. Mystic. Yeah. Yeah, basically he just told everybody to subscribe to Pornhub. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we have fun. And if you're not having fun, what's the point, So thank you all. This was a great race. I got my pictures, so we should be okay. I'm gonna get the points from David hopefully tonight, and I will post them definitely on Facebook by tomorrow. But I'll try to have him posted in the chat, so you guys can come to the chat tomorrow and see where everybody stands. And I'll try to get him to post the schedule in the chat too, so you guys can reference it. Because I like a league that posts the schedule after every race. Because what's the biggest question after every race? What's the next track?
Yes.
And I forget too because I'm in a lot of leagues. So I'm like, I got to go look, and then they posted at the beginning of the chat for a month ago, and you have to spend 20 minutes holding the fucking up button down just to get to the fucking schedule. So
Yeah.
so try to post it more often, so you can check in any time during the week. Oh yeah, that's right, we're going to wherever, so you can put some laps in on your own kind of thing. But excellent race. Good job, Biscuit. Good job, all of you. You guys race really well. Yes, we had some incidents and such, but it wasn't big enough to put a caution out even. I mean, this is awesome. You know what I'm saying? This is really good. And we hope to get you guys up to speed and start working on, custom setups by the end of the season. And maybe we'll hold some exhibition races and stuff, Like we'll go to a track and like I'll just throw all of you my custom setup and let's see how you do on that, because I can manage. I know how it's supposed to run, and I can see where you are, kind of thing, and then maybe help you show you how to adjust so you can fine tune it for yourself, and then you can take that into everything else. Reach Around 250 presented by Acorn McShrunk. Man, this guy has too much time in his hands. That's because he's watching us race. But thank you all, and any questions, just don't hesitate to put it in the chat. If I can answer it, I will personally answer it. If I can't answer it, I'll try to get somebody